Tinubu will win this.
God forbid. He never won the first one. But the only thing is that we didn't defend our vote. He never won an election. Tinubu does not have 5% of Nigerians. That's the truth. He never won the first one. But this time around, we are going to defend that vote. And anybody in Inec that think that he will come here and tell us, especially those coppers, that they didn't give you something to upload our result, we are going to beat you.
Wahala day. See guys, I am certain that it is because of this particular interview that the Bible said, in all thy getting, get wisdom. In all thy getting, get wisdom. This is an interview that is between a Tinubu supporter and a non-Tinubu supporter. What did I say? A non-Tinubu supporter. I didn't say obedient to. I didn't say P2B supporter. This man specifically said, in fact, he did not make it known who he is going to vote for, but I want you to listen to what he has to say. Then I want you to compare it with what the other person that is supporting the current government, what they have to say. After watching this interview, and you have not made effort to get your PVC, guy, you are irredeemable. I mean, there is nothing that will ever go on in this country again that is going to support you. This is an interview that made it clear to me that everybody should be involved in politics, and as long as you're in Nigeria, even a 2 years old should be involved in politics right now, because now their fellow 2 years old where they inside bush right now where they suffer. So as long as you have already been born and brought into Nigeria, you should be involved in politics. Yes, you should watch this interview to know why people vote on certain people and why some people do some certain things, because it is obvious that some people consciously vote not because they feel like this person is going to deliver, but because of their own personal interest and what they stand to gain. Or maybe they do not even stand to gain anything, but because they just look at this person and say, I like the way this person smiles, let me just vote for him. That is how with some of us reason in this country. And this interview just made everything very clear. Take a look at this video. We'll be back.
If they put ballot paper and you went after service,
No problem.
You are evil. You are evil.
The super minister of FCT has made me to know that following him, it is the best thing that we will ever offer to Nigeria.
12,500
He has conquered the world. He's all over the world. Because of the blockade of Strait of Hormuz that Iran blocked. That is why even Europe and America is suffering more than Nigeria is suffering.
But we have the crude oil. We have the crude oil.
Excuse me.
We are going to stone them out of office. Wait for campaign. We are going to stone them. All those bosses they are buying, we are going to stone them out of Nigeria. We will stone them. Don't worry now. Wait now. Let campaign start. Don't worry.
But
are you not ashamed? After buying fuel of 1,350, you say on your mandate. What mandate? After buying cement 12,500, somebody is saying that he stands with APC. Is you not a shame? Is that how evil have eaten your brain? That you boldly and openly support evil?
Nobody is monopoly of violence. Nobody. You stone them. They stone you.
How can sensible human being supported APC? What has APC done?
Yes, nobody is.
What has APC done?
Everybody has
to gain the support of the masses. Show me if Tinubu have done something, who vote for him? But let him come out and say, this is what we have done. All Tinubu have done is borrow, and borrow, and borrow. And he has not come out to tell us so the terms of and condition of that borrow. You people don't know now. This man has sold Nigeria. But you are here saying that APC, this is not about party. This is about good governance. You understand? We are not doing party here. Nigeria have been destroyed by this set of people. And what we want is to vote them out, is to chase them out of Nigeria. But even ban them and their generation from contesting any position in this country.
But it's the same people that are defecting. Like, okay, now.
Listen, even though it is the same people that defect, a man is a thief, and he say, I want to repent. There is room for amnesty, and there is room for repentance, even in the Bible. When a chief say, I don't want to be a chief again, then it's okay. You want to change? Say yes. We'll give you room for change. Those people that are defected, they have said that, no, we want to change. And we are going to support them to make sure that this change comes through. But anybody that will come out and say APC, that person is an enemy of this country.
These are APC, this thing, you are saying this.
They cannot, the APC what?
It's your opinion.
The APC. Opinion what? Which opinion? What opinion?
Your opinion cannot be my opinion.
So as you are now, as big as you are now, if they put ballot paper now, you went after service.
No problem.
You are evil. You are evil.
The super minister of FCT has made me to know that following him, it is the best thing that we will ever offer to Nigeria.
12,500
He has gone to Abuja to replicate what he did in the River State, and that is why I'm following him. I don't belong to any party, but I'm a supporter of Nyesom Wike because he is a man that anywhere, any day, anytime you can trust, because he has never failed his supporters.
And a lot of Abuja applauding.
And even the opposition in Abuja, in Nigeria, can attest to the fact that Yes Wike has delivered. He is the most performing minister.
But he do this the way we carry now. So that's when they perform. I stand with him.
I follow him any day, anytime. I cannot choose any other person than Wike anywhere, any day, anytime. Any party he is where I belong. You understand me? Because they say when a man performs, you give him another work to do. He will also perform again. That is why we keep following him. And I know, come 2027, he will deliver. And when he delivers, a trusted fellow that will govern River State, we will not have cause to regret. Because this time around, that mistake we made, we are about to correct it, and we'll correct it by Wednesday. The correction will start by Wednesday.
So you admit
the trusted person will come, and all of us will follow him 2027 and
so
make sure we deliver.
You admit APC had made a mistake, that the government, the current government has failed.
You did not understand me. When you want to treat an injury, go to the root cause of it. I have continued to say it that the government of Buhari took this country back 500 years backward, because that is what President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has come to correct. And you know that, let me just tell you, anybody, if somebody is infected by a terminal illness, that person will not be treated overnight. The healing of that person will not be like a magic.
But he has been,
since APC assumed office, Nigeria has become worst. From Tinubu and Buhari was the people that brought APC. And look at where we are today. Look at where we are today. And you are saying that the condition of Nigeria, what condition does Nigeria have? What is not this one the worst? Fuel 1,350. I just bought fuel now.
The price of fuel is not caused by President.
No, it's caused by me.
The price of fuel is all over the world. It's
all over the world.
Because of the blockage of Strait of Hormuz that Iran blocked. That is why even Europe and America is suffering more than Nigeria is suffering.
But we have the crude oil.
This morning I listened to international news before coming out of my house. You see that Xi Jinping of China has gone to visit Trump. They had a meeting, Trump went to visit him, and they have agreed. Xi Jinping has agreed to talk to Iranian authorities to open the Strait of Hormuz. And as soon as that place is being opened, you see the price of fuel in Nigeria will come down to the barest minimum.
What happened to the oil? What happened to the oil?
Thank you very much.
What happened to the oil in Nigeria? What concerned Nigeria with Strait of Hormuz? The oil that they are paying Tatita, how many billion naira to guide? Okay, now what time they pass that one? Not the oil, Abi.
We have crude oil here.
We don't. They tell us Strait of Hormuz, and you answer them. Even before the war, Nigeria had bought fuel over 1,000 naira. Two of us before the war. Have we not bought fuel over 1,000 naira in Nigeria when Tinubu has no office? Tinubu has brought problems to this country. Tinubu has brought evil to this country. He knows nothing about governance. He knows nothing about leadership. All he knows is to borrow and share the money to the few and impoverish the masses. And you are here telling us that the healing of Nigeria, somebody call you that my leg broke. The next thing you do, you broke the second leg. And you are telling me that I should have patience. When you have broke the two legs, even the hand, you have broke it. And somebody is telling that you should continue. It's only a fool that will allow Tinubu to continue second tenor. If Tinubu first tenor can be like this, hey, let me show you go enter empire next year. And I tell you the truth.
So Tinubu will win this.
God forbid. He never won the first one. But the only thing is that we didn't defend our vote. He never won the election. Tinubu does not have 5% of Nigerians. That's the truth. He never won the first one. But this time around, we are going to defend our vote. And anybody in Inec that think that he will come here and tell us, especially those coppers, that they did give you something to upload our result, we are going to beat you. So don't come. Don't come.
All right.
NYSC members, you people have heard him. This man is not smiling. He is not joking. If they assign any polling unit for you and you know that you are not going to upload the results after the election, and you know that you are in this man's polling unit, better run for your life. In fact, he said, don't come. If they instruct you that after the election, do so thing that you know that is against the rules and ethics of election, better don't come, because the eyes that Nigerians are using to come out for this 2027 election, everybody they vex, people are angry. Better stay in your house. That 13,000 naira be 15,000 naira that they used to pay. Better go and find something to do with your life and get that same money so that your head will still remain on your neck. I was among the COP members that that work as ad hoc staff during the last election, and the way everything went smoothly, everything just only for me to come out and be hearing that in some other areas that some of the NYSC members refused to upload or they were saying there is no service, something like that. Before you collect any beavers, make sure that the service is working. In fact, there is always, I think there is usually a mock election that they perform. Make sure you know how to upload. Make sure if you don't know how to do all these things, better don't come. Stay in your house, because the beating that you will collect, according to this man, that 15,000 naira they will pay you, it will not be enough to take you to the hospital. Another thing, there is something that this man mentioned in this video. He said, in fact, he said that thing and he's shocked. He said Tinubu did not win the last election, that what happened was that we did not defend our vote. Anyway, if Inec said that Tinubu won the election, who am I to say that Tinubu did not win the election? But the second phrase that he added, that it is because we did not defend our vote, that thing stuck on my mind. What does it mean to defend your vote? Some people do not know what it does not mean coming to fight or no. When you come to an election, your polling unit, and you cast your vote, it is your duty to remain there until every last drop is counted. After the election, some people, they will just come and vote. I voted the person that they will just go home. No, you are supposed to stay there. This election is not like sometimes 4 hours. Even if it is the whole day, guy, that day is public holiday, you're supposed to stay there. There's nothing you are rushing home to do. This is like your future that is being determined. The next 4 years of your life that is being determined. We all know what we are passing through in this past 4 years now. You cannot come and wait. If it's as good as someone that stays at home, seriously, when you cast your vote and you are really serious that you want your vote to count, stay there, because there is strength in multitude. There is strength in multitude. Even if there is something that those people want to do, if they see that all man mounts ground, they will not do it, or they will not do it to the extent that they would have done it if there were no people there. Even people from other opposition parties, they will stay there to make sure that what they want to do, that it come to pass. Why it can't be you? Why are you rushing to go home? When you cast your vote, stay there. After the election, everything will be counted. Then you will stay there. The correct number will be transferred into the book. In fact, it is your duty. You can snap it. You can request to snap it so that you hold it. It is your right. It is your vote. You can request to snap it. Also, you can also stay there to make sure that nobody that is not supposed to vote or does not have the right requirement to vote did not come to vote. It is your duty to shine your eyes there. It is your right. You are protecting your vote. That's what it means to protect your vote. Now, after the counting, to make sure that your vote went to the server, you are supposed to stay there and make sure that it is uploaded. This is the most important part. To make sure that what they snap in that paper, that is the correct number, is uploaded. Once it go, you will see that it is successfully done. This is the important. In fact, if they say that they do not have service or they do not have data, request to on your own data for them, on hotspot for them, and make sure that those coppers that come there, that they upload it. That is when you will know that your result is done and dusted. Then when it's uploaded, in fact, you can even do video of when it's been uploaded so that you will have evidence. And now the evidence of the picture in your phone, so that no later in the evening, when they start calling another number from your own polling unit, that you know that you stayed there from morning till night and you saw how everything went, you will no longer be shocked. You will say no, this is the right, this is the correct thing that was uploaded, and I was there. That is what it means to defend your vote. It doesn't necessarily mean fighting or trying to come up person teeth. No, I do not suggest violence. No. Make the right. In fact, it is even the people that feel like they are about to lose, that's the ones that introduce violence, so that everything will scatter, so that they will denounce that particular polling unit and cancel their own election. If you want to do the right thing, protect your vote by these things that are just listed, and make sure that it is uploaded. That is when you know that your work is done, and have the evidence on your phone. Have the evidence on your phone. You guys saw what happened in the last election 2023. We wouldn't want that to repeat itself again. So that is what it means to protect your vote. Seriously, this video is funny, but it's also educative at the same time. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to this moment. If you have any comments, suggestion, opinion, please, you can drop it in the comment section respectfully. Also, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, please do what to subscribe. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Bye.